3. 1, 2, 3, lift.
Both Chode and Tommy rush with a tube and board to Lion Rock, while Duncan and Bassett sprint to the IRB for backup. Blinded by the sun, Chode and Tommy can only follow Logan's instructions to swim to Lion Rock. More hands up.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, IRB, they're actually signaling for assistance now.
One is in immediate danger, separated from his friends. Duncan spots the first guy who is pummeled in by the waves. There is no time to drop him back to shore as the rescue continues. Thankfully, lifeguard Chode and Tommy and a local surfer keep the remaining men afloat. They are very frightened. Just as Chode prepares to get his first patient into the IRB, an incoming wave prevents a pickup, and IRB driver Bassett has to do a 360 before he can approach again. The cameraman jumps in the water to make space for the swimmers, and the IRB approaches for a second attempt.
We're just going to get out of here.
One is rescued by the IRB, but the others are not out of danger yet, only being held afloat by tubes and boards. The other two are taken in by Tommy on his rescue board and the surfer with his board. With so many people being rescued, the guards aren't certain if everyone is accounted for.
How many people are you with? 4? You and 3 others?
Yeah, they're signaling for help now.
Everybody has been rescued, but Tommy's patient is in a bad state.
All right, guys, jump out. Just stay with us. Yeah, okay. John, he's inhaled a lot of water. You gotta get the boat too.
Chode quickly gets the oxygen ready while American exchange guard Tommy starts to assess his patient, Jackson.
Take a deep breath. Another one. Where's some you are? Is there a stethoscope in there, Bassett?
That is all. Yeah, it's going to make you feel a little bit better, hopefully. You just breathe normally, all right? Yep.
Tommy continues to talk with his patient in an effort to keep him conscious.
Anytime that you feel nauseous or you're gonna throw up, take that mask off and turn your head, okay?
He raises Jackson's legs so more oxygen and blood can flow to the patient's head.
Hey, do we have a tube or anything that we can prop his feet up? Hey, could one of you guys just hold his feet up right here for me? You could lay down and put your legs underneath if you want, so that if you get tired. Jackson, how are we doing, man? All right?
What are you thinking, Tommy?
They were just out there in that rip, and he seems to have swallowed a fair bit of water. Anytime that happens, once that salinity of the water gets into his lungs, fluids start flushing into their lungs. But the fact that he went unconscious for a short time in the water has raised concern.
Side effects of this ordeal aren't limited to Jackson alone. Prime concern remains for Jackson. With a fluctuating state of consciousness, Chode does everything to minimize the risk of further deterioration and wraps him in a thermal blanket.
What beach? Piha? Do you know your name?
It is imperative that Tommy keeps him awake.
Alright. Do you know if
Yep,
it's
this
the
one's
morning,
status
the
2 now.
afternoon, midday,
His level of
night?
consciousness has changed a little bit.
Afternoon?
He's a
Do
bit,
you know what you were
he's still
doing here
responding to
today?
voice, but he's a bit drowsy.
What were you doing?
Slow to respond, a little bit confused, over.
Come to Piha to play and swim?
All lifeguards at Piha are involved in a major rescue involving 4 young men. One man is a status 2 in serious condition, status 1 being critical, and status 0 dead.
Pupils are pearl, equal, round, and react to light.
So if I'm just advising you on the patient, patient is currently status 2, she's responding to voice.
The safest and quickest way to get the patient off the beach and into the medical room is by IRB. Duncan and Chode prepare the transport.
Patient's feeling cold, still oriented times 4. You guys, we're gonna lift on 3. 1, 2, 3, lift. Land on the pontoon, wait. Alright, lift on 3. 1, 2, 3. Down into me. I've got patient. Jackson, how are you doing? You alright? Can you tell me your name? Jackson, do you know what time of day it is?
He is not responding.
Alright, lift on 3 on you. Yeah. You got it? Alright, 1, 2, 3, lift. All the way to the first
At
room.
Piha, the most serious patient of the group of 4 arrives at the club's medical room. Piha First Response had been notified and an ambulance is on its way. Once connected to the monitoring equipment, Tommy checks his vital signs.
Pulse rate of 120, rapid, slightly weak. Pupil still pearl, equal round, react to light.
Chode updates the first response.
He was under when I got him.
Take a deep breath.
But then he did swallow quite a lot of water.
Take a deep breath for me.
Jackson is slowly improving.
BP 130 on 70, who's recording baselines?
First Response Officer Fiona has taken over.
Actually, that's really good now, Jackson. Your heart rate's going. You had a bit of a Friday, buddy. Yeah, bit of a fright. Lucky boy, eh? Lucky for all these people here. Come to rescue you.
He was gone, like he was underwater, so he would have been dead. And I can't see the other guys getting back in. Like, they weren't very strong swimmers, so they knew that they were in the stop, like they were screaming.
With Jackson stable, all others get a once-over by
You're
Fiona.
all right. Yeah, but you're probably a good idea to go to hospital and get checked out. You get checked out because you are what we call a near drown.
And outside, our hero gets his treatment. 20 minutes later, Jackson is out of immediate danger.
So how are you feeling now, Jackson? Better than being swimming with the fishes, that's for sure, right?
You're looking a lot better, Jackson.
Warmer,
Yeah,
hands are warmer.
colors come back
Yeah,
quite a bit.
heart rate's slowing down a bit. It's okay, buddy, you're safe now.
Hey, thanks for the help, man. I appreciate that.
Are you okay though?
Jackson and one of his friends were brought to hospital to rule out any potential complications. Both made a full recovery.